Okay, so we are at the, kumbaga, pinaka-beginning gid sang pag-derive, I think. So, actually, karon mang derive na ta. And when you are going to derive, it actually comes from the four-step process. So, before the examples, let's have a little bit of concept behind that. So, example, miyara kita diri sang aton nga straight lines, linear. If you can remember, ang aton nga mga slope, ginatakos via the equation rise over run, okay? Or delta y over delta x. Now, delta, if you can remember liwat, is always final minus initial, not only in our subjects sa physics pagid, musugatan naman ni siya si delta. Okay. So, assuming bi nga ang ini nga yellow point tawgon ta nga P1 kag ining white nga point P2. By the way, all of these points are along this line. Okay. So, let's look for the slope. Instead of writing slope, I'll write M. Kabalo naman kamo sang symbol sang slope, M na siya, di bala? Okay. So, as for delta y, final naton is 1 minus initial naton nga 2. Okay? Si 1 kag si 2. Over sa delta x naton, final naton is negative 1. Initial naton is 0. Okay. So, simplifying this, we get negative 1 over negative 1, which just says the slope of this line is 1. Okay. What if ang aton naman niya nga red nga point, siya ni himuon ta nga P2? Okay, P2 Reason ko na Okay. So, theoretically, yeah, ang aton nga slope along a straight line will always be the same. Okay? So, dapat, ang makuha tani nga slope, 1 man. So, M naton is equal to, okay, ang aton nga y final is 0 minus 2. Okay, so this guy, minus 2 over negative 2 para sa x minus 0. Okay. So, what we have is negative 2 over negative 2 equal to 1. Okay. So, this just tells us that the slope of this line is indeed 1. And it is true using all of the points na available sa aton. So, we only have 3. Actually, it extends sa babaw sa dalon pagid. Okay. Para madumduman nyo pagid, no, we have the slope-intercept formula or form of the equation sa line naton. Y is equal to mx plus b, di ba? Okay, so i-assemble ta ni siya para lang makabalot ako anong equation sini nga line. Y is equal to ang m naton 1 and then x plus ang b naton sa name pa lang gani slope intercept. So as you can see, the y-intercept in this figure that we have is positive 2. So that's this guy. And the coefficient no 1, wala na siya ginasulat. So we can remove that. And we can see that the equation of the line in our figure is y equals x plus 2. Okay. This part right here is that algebra or geometry sa inyo nga past subjects? But yeah, we still make use of that equation. So, this is true for lines na straight. And as you can see, ang aton nga x, ang iya sini nga degree is 1, no? May 1 di mo invisible lang. Pero, ang problema, kung ang imo nga x may exponent nga 2 and above, so that will give you curves. For example, this curve. So, we don't really know the exact equation for this guy, but we need the figure anyways. We have here the equation again. Slope is equal to rise over run, which is equal to delta y over delta x per isang kagina. However, for curves like these, you can only make tangent lines like the one in red. So, tangent lines. Tangent lines are lines that cross the curve at 1 point only. So, 1 point only. Okay, remember yun na siya ha. Now, if I am going to draw another, another line, diri ho, mga ganitong point out, kundi nga mga x nyo. Mga points na sila along the curve. As you can see, lain ang iya nga slope sa red niyo, nga gamiton ta for example, compared sa line nga ini. Lain man ang slope siniho. Lain man ang slope sini. Okay. So, with that, for curves, the slope is not true to all points along the line. So, medyo mabudlay kita mangita sang delta y ka delta x ini. Hindi pa isang kagina nga may duwata ka point, minus lang, goods. So, medyo struggle is real. Now, if gamiton taman Japon ang equation sang slope, so m is equal to delta y over delta x manggid no, ang aton sini nga P2 is this yellow one and P1 is the red one. So, ang aton sini nga P2 will give us y prime and then minus y para sa red naman na line. And then, ang aton naman niya nga x would be x prime minus x. Okay. Hindi taman kabalo kung ano ni sila nga mga values, pero ang nabalaan ta lang is the distance between y prime and y is delta y. So, doon nagbalik lang wala Japan now. And then, we know that the distance between x prime and x is delta x. Okay. But, basi familiar ni sinyo sa high school ka mo, dy dx. Okay. dy dx can actually be explained as the limit of delta y over delta x as delta x approaches 0. Ang initial notation gamiton ta na siya karon sa 4-step process naton. Okay, so ang dy over dx basically siya na ni si derivative mo. Derivative na ni siya. Okay. But nga aki lang nanon mag delta x approaches 0. So, what happens is, what if, since hindi natin nabalaan kung ano ni siya ang value sinio, what if i-approach ta na lang ni ang aton na, or papalapiton ta na lang sa papalapiton sa aton nga actual nga point nga ara sa curve. So, iniba lang nga si x prime, papalapiton to siya naton sa kay x, ang yellow, papalapiton ta kay red. Para daw lapit-lapit lang sila katama, dua. Though it's as if may dua ka kuno abi ka points, pero actually wala sila actually lapit-lapit lang gid sila. Ano na. Ako muna, balo na. The delta x approaches 0. So, doon abi mo lapit-lapit gid sila kuno katama, duha ka points, but actually siya man Japon, no. Kay te hindi ka naman kadugang isa pa ka point kay tangent siya gani. Amo na. So, because of that, guys, ang ginaisip naton sa differential calculus is actually the slope of tangent lines as your delta x approaches 0. Muna siya. So, assume ta na lang lapit-lapit sila kay para lang gid makasolve kita sa slope sa isa ka tangent line. Daw mo na siyang matabo. Okay? So, bimis lang tawon natin kung di na siya ma-apply sa first-step process. Okay. So, example na ginagmay. So, then, kagina, atong sa straight line, dato bilang example, ang itong equation by y equals x plus 2, no? Oops. Dason, nakabalo na ka mga daan nga ang m naton dire based on the slope-intercept form of the equation is 1. Okay. So, what if magamit ta calculus, makuha pa na siya, ayan namon liwat ang slope, miss? Uy, kabla. Okay. So, i-note ko lang kung ano ang ginhimo ko, ha? X plus 2. Okay. So, this is your step 1. For step 1, substitute x and y to x plus delta x and y plus delta y. So, as you can see, imbis ng y na lang, y plus delta y, imbis ng x plus delta x plus 2. Okay. And then, next, ingili mo on. So, minus y, oops, papalapitan mo siya gamay. Y equals x plus 2. Okay. So, step 2 na ton. Subtract the original formula. Okay. Subtract the original formula. So, babayan siya. Babay. Okay. What we're left with is delta y equals delta x. Okay. Next, step 3. Divide by delta x. So, step 3 ni siya. So, divide by delta x. Okay. Kag, ang step 4 nato, diri na masulod si dy over dx. So, from delta y over delta x, we are now going to change it to dy over dx, which is equal to the limit of delta x over delta x as delta x approaches 0. Okay, so this is 4. Okay. But actually, the sad part is, hindi siya amo, because from step 3 pa lang, we can already tell that this is going to be 1. So basically, you are looking for the limit of 1 as delta x approaches 0. Which, butang ko na note sa step 4 Step 4, find the limit as delta x approaches 0. So this is dy over dx. Okay. So ang limit sa 1 as delta x approaches 0, since constant lang man siya, is 1 lang Japon. So butang ko diya, dy over dx is equal to 1. Okay. As you can see, the slope that we had using calculus is 1, and the slope that we know of using the methods that we remember from algebra and geometry, whichever of the two it is the same. So, yep, we are basically getting the slope of the line, 1. Remember these 4 steps, guys. Okay? Para hindi ka malipat, may isa pagkikita ka. Example. So, this one has squared. Dara, exponent. Medyo curved na ni siya. Now, do not expect that your slope is going to be an exact number. What's going to happen is it's going to be an equation. Equation man dyan po lang siya sa inyong slope. But then, you can pwede na ka mukha pamutang dira sa mga values for specific points, and then you will find out what the slope of the tangent line is on those specific points. So, for this one, equation yung aton nga answer. Okay? So, step 1 aton. Oops, erase. Step 1. So, ang aton nga y is lanta y plus delta y. Ang aton nga x is lanta x plus delta x. Dason, ini amuman plus 2. Step 1 na siya. For you to move on to step 2, dapat pang-simplify mo ni. So, y plus delta y equals 3x squared 2x delta x plus, dapat bracket niyo. Boom. Plus delta x squared minus. Okay. Distribute na ni si minus sa sulod. So, minus x minus delta x plus 2. Okay. Simplifying further, that is 3x squared plus 6x delta x plus 3 delta x squared minus x minus delta x plus 2. Yay! Step 1. Step 2. Subtract the original equation. So, minus y equals 3x squared minus x plus 2. So, ako lang ni siya nga style. Yang do ginapa-align ko sila bala kay te. Once you see that, you can just cancel out everything. Kanya-kanyang style Okay? And now you are left with delta y equals 6x delta x plus 3 delta x squared minus delta x. Wala naman bilin na. Okay. Step 3. So, divide. Mang-divide sa delta x. Oops. I think I need space. Okay. So, no. Pagamayon tani siya. There you go. Okay. So, now the answer is delta y over delta x equals. So, babay na ni siya 6x. Plus, babay na ni isa ka delta x. So, that's 3 delta x. And then, delta x over delta x, like what we had earlier, is equal to 1. Okay, step 3. Step 4. Para makakuha kita dy over dx, i-limit naton ang aton nga 6x plus 3 delta x minus 1 as delta x approaches 0. Substitute lang na siya, di ba? So, dy over dx is equal to, wala ka man lisang delta x, so just copy 6x. Now, if you substitute 0 here, this whole term becomes 0. And then, minus 1. So, the derivative for y equals 3x squared minus x plus 2 is equal to 6x minus 1. This is the equation of the slope of whatever point you want to look for in this given curve. Okay?